Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Kenton Wakes Up. I'm Dr. Kenton. Today is the a different watch on today. It's Monday. I know that much. Probably the 19th. Let's see if I can figure it out here. What day is today? Monday, February 19th, 2024. Kind of what I figured, but I just want to be sure. This is for posterity. And as Count Rugen said in Princess Bride, for posterity. So please be honest. The Today's Monday, and you know what? Well, maybe it's just me who says it, but Mondays are for meetings and for making things better. They got broken over the weekend. It's another day of European roast with Coffee Mate. All right, so yesterday, Sunday is when I usually put together my uh, plan for the week. Sort of just getting myself into the mental context of which days of the week I'm going to have to go to Towson, and thus making sure that there's travel time scheduled onto my calendar so that I leave from here with enough time to get down there. And then to make sure that I'm prepared for the stuff that's supposed to happen. So if I have a meeting, for example, on Friday, I have a meeting with the resource planning committee on campus. And so to be prepared for that, you have to do some stuff. Usually there's a volume of reading materials, or there's applications for an initiative that need to be voted on, or whatever the case is. So just to make sure that you've put all those things onto your calendar so that you have a promise to yourself that it's going to get done. Well, so yesterday I was ready. Monday, I would have to leave here about 10 a.m. So about an hour and a half from now, 2 hours from now, I would have to leave from here to go to Towson. So I had it all scheduled in my mind what I needed to do on Monday, make sure that I could fulfill all my obligations. Well, then the person running the meeting said that since Monday's a holiday for some people, uh, there's a little bit of pressure to stay near home because everybody's home. So the meeting got moved and no longer need to drive to campus. So there's a thankfulness there, grateful. But in that moment, it became pretty clear and obvious to me that it's whereas I believe that a plan is like trying to be prepared and be honest with myself and putting things on the calendar so I make sure that those things happen. That really, it's perhaps even just as much about anxiety. That when I want to make sure that my anxiety is at bay, I schedule things to happen. Well, then when those things don't happen that way, or they happen slightly differently, or the time or place or manner of the meeting changes, that usually or sometimes has been something that's a little difficult to deal with, to accept, to whatever. Well, you, you may also take a look at any kind of change as an opportunity for you to continue doing the things you wanted to do, to get the things back onto the schedule that you wanted to have on the schedule that needed to be moved around a little. So it's changing a plan isn't always stressful or punishment or whatever. It's just the way it is. You just show up, do your job as best you can, be as prepared as you can, be honest and truthful with yourself about what you can do, what you should do. And, the other half is to not be disagreeable. I recognize that sometimes a person could lay that label on me. And I would suggest that my disagreeability is probably intended to be helpful. If you're walking and not looking and there's a giant cliff right ahead of you, I think I, in my mind, would think, hey, watch yourself. There's a cliff right ahead. And that people might appreciate the heads up or whatever. But what I have learned in my lifetime is no, they don't. All right, so that's the that's the update for Monday, February 19th, 2024. Delicious coffee. The delicious oatmeal, I think, is almost ready. I got part of my day back, and I don't have to drive to Towson. So, thankfulness, grateful. Be grateful, not disturbed or upset. So let that be a mantra, along with love you, bye.